I think it's just the way that it is. It's the new era. It's the Devin Haney era, and that's what it is. And he's hanging on to the Floyd Mayweather era. I mean, so hard he choked out Terrence Crawford. He's still talking about he in boxing. Terrence Crawford couldn't have an era to himself. And if you put Terrence Crawford against any opponent on Floyd's resume, who do you have favorite? Terrence Crawford or one of Floyd's opponents?
Why does Ryan keep mentioning?
No, I'm asking the question first. Do we got Terrence Bud Crawford beating everybody on Floyd's resume?
No, dropping it. Does
Huh?
Terrence beat Floyd?
Huh? Well, that's what I was going to ask you after. I mean, shit. You dig? I mean, it's an era where Terrence was in the shadows of Floyd. And when Devin came along, there was no shadow that was big enough. Because we're not taking no prisoners. We know that our job is to get to the Mount Rushmore of boxing, where the greats are. And
Bill Haney's so smart, man. This dude is great for boxing. He puts out the narrative and then he creates the conversation behind it. He knows how to work the camera. Y'all better study Bill. Y'all really need to study him because Bill know what he doing. As far as, Bill always bringing up Floyd or comparing Floyd, saying this is the Devin Haney era. I know you might not understand it, but he's doing what he has to do to make sure that they're in front of Floyd, not behind him. Meaning, you guys have dragged Floyd's name way beyond what it should be involved in boxing. And let's face it, that's primarily because of the way Floyd Mayweather structured his career, his second half of his career. He structured around, beating up on Mexican fighters and whatever and whatnot. And since they carry so much envy and animosity, they carried this Floyd thing way longer than what it was supposed to be. Therefore, nobody can ever come in and put their imprint on boxing because everybody's forever talking about Floyd. Is he better than Floyd? Compare him to Floyd. Even Terrence Crawford, Floyd. When Terrence Crawford did what he did, yeah, but can he beat Floyd? Floyd. What Bill Haney is doing is he's jumping out in front of that. So Devin Haney can have his time, or so-called his era, to himself. Because before then, there's no era that can really be embraced without it being smeared with Floyd, or Floyd doing something, or Floyd this, or Floyd that, or just a conversation of Floyd. He's trying to eradicate that and have Devin Haney be that new name that you drag into boxing every single time. Yeah, but is he better than Devin Haney? Yeah, but is he better than that? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Because he's right. That shadow needs to be shook. And it's really not a shadow. We need to leave Mayweather where he competed at and nothing more. He still affects boxing so much because the envious, the hate, and they couldn't get him to lose. So therefore, that's lingering. And the other thing is this. Mayweather do a lot of hating, man. Mayweather could have had Devin. Why do you think that they ain't signed with him? Because he knew how he was going to move Devin according to, basically he was going to move Devin. Anybody that signs with Floyd, he going to make sure that you're not going to be better than him. Floyd got that ninja. He got that ninja syndrome. Bad. He do. He going to make it so you are not better than him. And they knew that. And Bill Haney believes right now, with the way his son is moving and what he has done, he's better. Now, you can't say technically better, but as far as what he's doing, in Bill Haney's eyes and in a lot of others and in mine, Devin Haney is doing more, and what he's doing is more potent. And at a young age. And I would have to say yes, he is. So he's make sure when you bring up Devin Haney, ain't going to be no mirroring back to Floyd like y'all doing Terrence Crawford right now. Terrence Crawford can't have nothing because is he better than Floyd? That has to die. These guys just need to be great on their own, because had it been somebody greater than them that wasn't a Floyd, they would keep that name in your face. But this is what I want you to pay attention to. When they don't have nobody to rival you, they will use you against you. Let me say that again. When they don't have nobody to rival you, they will use you against you. And when they don't have no reputation, a Filipino, a Mexican can be the stand-in, but never you. That's what y'all got to realize. Whenever they can't find, listen, if they could say Usyk was better than Crawford and all this stuff, they'd be saying it right now. If they could say Tyson Fury and this and that was better than Crawford and Devin, they'd be saying that right now. If they could tell you Vasily Lomachenko was better than Muhammad Ali, which they already have done, they would be saying that right now. The only reason why they're not saying it, because people got found out. That's the only reason. Now we can bring up Floyd and Terrence. Now that's the conversation. Do you see how the game works? Now that's the conversation y'all want to have. But once again, and I'm going to keep bringing this up, boxing world, how come you never compare legacies or resumes to Canelo and Pacquiao? How come? How come? How come 8 division world champion was so great? Canelo being undisputed was so great. He did something that Floyd didn't do. Pacquiao did something Floyd didn't. But you never compared the two. Never. Like I said, that's intentional. As long as you keep that in your mind, how come they never compared Canelo to Manny Pacquiao? You'll be okay in understanding the game. Okay? Devin Haney and Bill Haney just doing what they have to do so they can solidify their name. So they can't be another person just behind Floyd, but to be up above Floyd. And if you look at it, we need that. Y'all need to shake this Floyd stuff. The industry more than anybody else, but y'all need to shake this Floyd stuff. Get turned on to something new. You know, y'all claim this guy messed up boxing, but y'all love to keep his name in boxing and as a template and as a comparison. And let's face it, if you could get him to come out of retirement and take a real fight, all you guys would be for it right now. Based off what? How somebody looks and your insecurity. So I understand everything that Bill is doing. Bill is doing his job. Bill is doing what Fight Hype is doing. Okay? Creating the conversation, creating the narrative, creating the interest, and then everything can blossom and you can sell from there. I totally understand it. You guys need to take notes, low key. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Vane, I'm out.